think I'm live on YouTube. I think. Maybe. I'm still trying to work it out right because it says a timer. It says like you can go on at a set time. So I press that, but then it doesn't say that it's like counting down to anything or like you're waiting for anything. So then I press go live and I think I'm just live.
Oh. Fun. Send us a link, I'll check.
I put one in the announcement chat already, so you should be able to get it there.
Oh yeah.
Am I live?
Can see you.
Oh, hi. Well, we're just going to chill here for a second. Feel free to skip forwards like 3 minutes.
Can you hear me, Mum's TV? Do I need to mute myself?
I can't hear it. I heard that though. Gross. Oh, I feel a little bit nervous.
Don't be nervous, you got this.
Let's go live. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the shit show. No, welcome to the gatherings. And this is what Tuesday will now be. I'm just going to give it a few minutes and let some people come in and join us. Hello, hello. So just come in and get yourself comfortable. I would say grab a blanket, but no one wants a blanket right now, do they? It's way too hot for a blanket. But make sure you've got a drink. Stay hydrated. Hello, Amy. Hello, Kat. Hello, Lexi. Hey, hey, hey. My bloody phone keeps popping up. Not my phone, my charger for my phone. Hello, Sally. Hello, Ma. So if you give us a little sprinkle around, that will give you an entry into the £50 free spend draw. And if you make a purchase tonight, that will give you 5 entries into the £50 free spend draw. Hey, Claire. Lexi actually has a blanket. Are you okay? Are you good? Anyway, I'm trying to find the right position here because I need it so close to the... There we go. I like that. I need the charger plugged in and the extension lead to reach. And I've not done a live from home yet. So I'm just finding the right thing. So we've redecorated to have a new workspace now. Isn't it beautiful? So this is my little like apothecary cabinet. I'm going to get a delivery in a second as well. This is what time deliveries come at my house. Just walking up the driveway. Thank you. So yes, sprinkle around, get 1 entry into the £50 free spend draw. And if you make a purchase, you get 5 entries into that draw. If you leave a testimonial tonight in the comments, that also gives you an entry into the draw. And with the slightly new, upgraded format that we will be presenting these nights in, there's going to be another opportunity for you to get entries. Okay, so we'll just get straight into it. I am going to be reading from a screen because I wanted to get everything out in the best way possible. And me and my words don't always necessarily convey exactly what I want them to say. I find it quite hard to describe the work that we do, but when I can sit down and write it out, I find it so much easier and it just flows. Okay, so let me just grab my doll. Before we do get started, we need to check this package because this package has maid of honor duties inside it. And if it's not right, I'm fucked because I have to leave here at like 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. So package is priority.
Praying for you.
Right. I think that's everything for this. So Imogen messaged me the other day in a slight panic. Imogen lost her dad a few years ago. And she was like, I want my dad there with me, but I don't want to like upset people because he didn't have a good relationship with some of them. So we were thinking of different things that she could do. And I asked her when his birthday was, and it was in March. So I found this. The March birthstone is aquamarine, which is blue. So I found this beautiful blue locket, and on the back it says always in my heart. And then it come with this chain, but I don't like this chain. Rubbish. Wedding chain. Yuck. So we have this sparkly chain. Yay. Because look how much more wedding that is. Yeah. The elegance. So this is what we did. And I've got some pictures of her dad. I need to pop in the locket. But there we have it. How beautiful is that? Maid of honor duties almost complete. I just need to iron my dress and cut her dad's head into a heart shape. Okay. And pick up her brother tomorrow. And then take her to the registry office. And then maid of honor duties are complete. Anyway, back into it. Sorry, I really needed to check that because if I didn't, I would just be thinking about it the whole time that I was live. And now I just need to shut the door. Right, we are back. We are back in the space. We are calm. We are cool. We are collective. Everything is good with that. We can move on. So, honestly, I believe that the people that are meant to be here tonight are going to be here. And I'm not rushing into this for anyone. So just pause and breathe with me. Because this one does feel different. And I think you're really going to feel that tonight. This will really convey the depth of the work that we do within the Strange Apothecary. We are so much more than just a supplement brand or a skincare brand. There's a lot more depth in the work that we do. And I'm going to explain that a little bit more to you now. Okay, so something happened this week, and I don't mean that in like it happened like a nice thing happened. I mean something like clicked. Something just clicked into place. I mean like full body chills just like clicked, and I was like, oh my god, obviously. Like this, like how have I not seen this already? Right? Like it's been there the whole time. And I know some of you know that feeling yourselves as well. And when that something has been building for years and then it suddenly just like names itself, hey, Alison, that was what happened this week. So I've been building something for 7 years now. This community, all these conversations that I have every day, the apothecary side, the memberships, the programs, the space where people come in one way and then they leave another. And this week I finally had the language for what that actually is. And what we have actually been building this entire time, what you have been a part of, is a ministry. Okay? It's a modern one, slightly chaotic, messy one, and one with zero dogma, zero shame, zero toxic positivity, and zero pretending that healing is pretty or linear or an Instagram trend. But it is a ministry nonetheless. And when I completed my doctorate in metaphysical sciences, I also became an ordained minister of the Wisdom of Heart Church. And I'm also trained in heart healing by Natasha Bray. And for a long time, I kind of just sat on that and I was like, it's a cool footnote, you know, bit of a flex sometimes. Oh, I'm an ordained minister. But actually, Minister Hannah Strange, PhD, is done being a footnote. Because that title actually means, what ministry actually means, is that this isn't just a wellness brand. It's not just a Tuesday market nightlife. And it's not just products, memberships, and content. It is a sanctuary. And tonight is the first official gathering. And I'm so glad you're here for it. So every Tuesday night, we're going to get a bit of a truth bomb moment. Okay, so I will explain the context and the layout as we go through the next couple Tuesday nights, so you can lean in and get a feel for it. And if it blows up and becomes massive, then I'll explain it every night because we'll have people here all the time. So let's just start the habit now, shall we? So community teachings and a truth bomb moment every Tuesday after our coming into the space. So tonight's truth bomb. And I think a lot of you in this space need this right now. So I want to ask you something, and I want you to be honest, just with yourself. You don't have to say it out loud. How many of you on your healing journey for a while now have done all the things, read the books, tried the therapy, made the changes, and are still weeks, maybe this week, where you feel like you're back at square one? Like something is fundamentally, deeply wrong with you. Like you literally sat there like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Yeah? We've all been there. We all still go there. So, I need you to know that healing is not linear. And I don't mean that in like the cult Instagram quote way. I mean that in the actual, this is neuroscience way, right? Like this scientifically backed way. So the world handed you a map of what progress looks like, right? You just A to B, woo, making progress. Hey, let's go. Yeah. And it looks like a straight line. A to B, boom, done. A to B, A to B. Generally in an upwards motion as well. So you start here, you do the work, and you arrive healed, and you stay healed, and you're done. Boom. Good for you. Thumbs up. God's that. But that's not how humans work. And that's not how nervous systems work. That's not how healing works. That's not how any of this works. Healing is a spiral. I need you to really sit with that word because it changes everything. A spiral means you will come back around to the same themes, the same triggers, the same grief, the same patterns, the same Monday morning when you felt like you haven't moved an inch. But you will meet them from a different place every time. A spiral means going round and round and round. Yeah? I always envision those charity coin collections that used to be in the supermarkets. I don't even know if they exist anymore. Remember, we used to put them in and it was like in this dome and they used to go round and round and round. That's what I envision every single time. And I am the coin. I am the coin. So that thing that absolutely floored you 2 years ago, you're meeting it again. But this time you have more capacity, more language, more tools, more support, and more you. And that's not regression because you're meeting it again. You're having to face that challenge again. That's growth. The problem is we only have one map. So every time the spiral brings us back around again, you think I failed. I'm broken. Something is wrong with me. Why can't I just stay healed? Nothing is wrong with you. You're not back at square one. You're on a spiral. And you have climbed so much further than you know. Let me catch up with these comments a minute. Cat. It's a sanctuary that got me from hiding from the world to stepping into my building communities. I'm here for it. Oh, Cherry. Oh, that hit me in the soul. Bringing in the 90s nostalgia. They do exist. Nice. I'm going to have to find one and show my children. Love you all, Soul Sisters, Forever Family. I love you too, Alison. I love you too. So, I want to tell you something about my own life for a second. So I have a PhD. I'm an ordained minister. I have studied the human nervous system and the human spirit for over a decade. I have built a 16 times award-winning brand from nothing. I home educate. I run a foundation. I'm a son parent. But I show up here every week. And there are still weeks but I feel like I'm falling apart. There's still moments where the old shame comes back, the old fear, the old, am I actually enough for any of this? When my nervous system goes into full protection mode. And I think, seriously, again, after everything. And then I remember that this is a spiral, not a failing. And I'm being asked to meet this again from where I am now, with everything I have right now in this moment. And where I am right now is so much further than where I have ever been. And that is true for me. And it is absolutely true for you. Thank you, Kat. Yes, it is available for 30 days because of Facebook's rules. But we are live streaming the Facebook live stream onto YouTube. So I'm actually live streaming on the computer into YouTube. And you see the back of my phone and my face, but I'm focused on the Facebook one. And then there's just like a backup where you can hear the voice in YouTube. I hope, because my microphone's all the way over there. So we'll see, right? First time. We'll test it. So the other thing I want to talk about here as well, and this is a bit that our culture gets catastrophically wrong, right? Healing is not a solo sport. We're not designed to do it alone. Humans are literally wired for co-regulation, right? We calm each other's nervous systems just by being together, just by being in the same space. Every time I go to the Veil Sister Circle, like Kate was on here earlier. I don't know if she's still here, but she hosts the most wonderful Veil Sister Circles. And every time I go there, we always end up having a quick conversation about the tribes. I can't remember where she said they were from, but there's a tribe somewhere in the world that they sit down and I suppose it's most tribes, to be honest. They just sit down and they just talk about their day. They get everything out in the open, like everything's there. They've laid everything out, and no one there suffers with depression or anxiety or general like mental health problems. They're all good. And that's because they're co-regulating each other, right? That's what we're wired to do, and they know that. So that's what they lean into. I don't like people. You don't have to like people, right? You've just not met the right people yet, Deb. That's the problem. Just by witnessing each other, just by someone looking at you and saying, I see you, me too, we're not broken. We can't both be broken. And that's the biology of it. It's the biology of being a human. That's the scientific backing behind that. And that's exactly why this space exists. It's exactly why tonight exists. And it's actually why you showed up tonight too. Because somewhere in you, you knew you needed this tonight. Not another thing to fix you, not another program or product plan. You just needed to be in a room, even a digital one, with humans who get it. And we're all here. Okay, so now we're going to move into the reflection area of the live, and we're going to be doing these each week too. And this is where you can earn extra entries into the £50 free spend straw. So at the beginning of the live, I did mention that there would be an opportunity to earn extra entries. So basically, it's some reflections. If you write your reflections in the comments, then you can earn an entry, but you do not have to. It's absolutely fine. It's just for engagement purposes on our side, because we are still a business and I do get paid by Facebook. So thanks. So I just want to give you something to sit with. You can pop it in the comments. You can journal it after, or you can just hold it quietly, whatever feels right. Where in my healing journey have I been calling progress a failure? I'm going to pop them all in the comments as well, because it's free. And then what's the thing you keep coming back to and judging yourself for? And then the last one is, what's the spiral you've been treating like a setback? So where in my journey have I been calling progress failure? So for me, I was literally just having this conversation before I come on live about how I do a Substack every week. Yeah. And on the Sunday, I'll literally be sat there suddenly remembering like all this stuff, all these things that felt like they were such a long time ago were actually only this week. And I've achieved so much in the week. You know, just in the last week, I've achieved so much because those achievements that I got at the beginning of the week feel like they were like 3 months ago to me on a Sunday. It wasn't. It was bloody Tuesday, right? So that's a real problem for me. And doing the weekly reflection on Substack has really helped me recognize that for what it is. Claire, totally agree. I call myself an extroverted introvert. I love my own company, but really value being with the right people. Exactly. Very recently, actually, as you know, sitting there letting the past loom over literal progress and take away the positives, which it shouldn't. Yeah. We've had lots of conversations around that lately. Repeatedly getting couch paralysis and then getting upset with myself for not doing things. What can you do from the couch? Baby steps, right? Baby steps. Take something to the couch. Amy, expecting progress to happen quickly, not noticing how I'm evolving little by little and getting better all the time. It's really hard, isn't it? Like I have that problem too. And like I said, doing that weekly reflection has been a real eye-opener for me. Now, you don't have to go and share your life publicly, but for someone that finds that a difficult way, like perceiving the timeline difficult, start a diary at the minimum, right? And just like write down like what you did each day. And then you can look back at it at the end of the week and see everything that happened, and you can be like, oh yeah, that actually wasn't that long ago. Oh yeah, cool, I'm all good, I'm not as behind as I thought I was. But yeah, I'm willing to bet there's a lot of evidence of how far you've come around you. So thank you everyone for sharing. That right there is why we are here, right? It's why we're doing this whole thing. And if you did share, you got an entry. Whoop, whoop. So we're also going to have a little ritual practice in these two because I do love some little ritual magic. And tonight we're going to use juniper berry oil. So if you have juniper berry oil, grab yourself some. I have some burning in this little burner tonight. I'll just give you a minute to grab some if you want to get it. Holding back from saying when I'm unhappy about something. Yes. Again, such a common thing people do. But then if you don't tell someone that you're unhappy, how are they supposed to know, right? I keep judging myself for not being good enough. Good enough as a parent, worker, you name it. I pretty much judge myself for it. I've kind of frozen the last 6 months, not engaging and keeping to myself all the time. I can't say we haven't not noticed, Alicia. Like, we do mention you a lot, not in a horrible way, just like, oh, what's Alicia up to? Not seen Alicia for a while. I hope she's okay. You know, but also we know that you will be okay and that you will come back when you're in the right headspace and the right moment for you. And hopefully these regular Tuesday lives are going to help you get into that space, right? And obviously, if you're not listening to the podcast as well, we have the Sacred Shit Show podcast, and that's completely free. And we're in season 5 right now. So there's lots to go and listen to and catch up on. So juniper berry is the essential oil that we are using for the ritual process. If you have it, If you don't, that's absolutely fine. We do sell this particular oil for $9.99. And I love it. I chose this one specifically for tonight, and not randomly, but full intention, because juniper berry is for purification and new beginnings, or clearing what no longer serves and making space for what's coming, which felt like the perfect oil for this evening. Because like I said just before I come on this live as well, I'm so fucking bored of turning up on a Tuesday and being like, hey, look at this product. Hey, look at this product. Hey, look at these products. Bored. Okay. And I know if I'm bored, you're bored too. So that's where we are switching it up. Actually need to catch up on the podcast and replay some episodes. Yes, you do. I fully fell off the face of the earth, locked myself away from everything and everyone, and then drowned in guilt because of it. Deb, come back. Use the Sacred Shit Show chat. Right? Lean on the community that you already have there. And I know that's easier said than done, and you feel like you're being a burden. And like, what gives you the right to put that on other people? Well, you being a member of the Sacred Shit Show gives you the right to use the Sacred Shit Show space and lean on it. Okay? You're just as valuable as any other person there. So get in there tonight. Okay? SOS thread. Get in there and we will be there. I have some dried juniper berries, but not the oil. Can those be used? Yeah, go for it. Go for it. It's just to get the scent of it, really. Right, let's get on with this then. So, we're going to breathe together, because this right here is co-regulation in its most simple, powerful form. Okay, so I'm going to put one hand on your chest and one on your belly. You take a breath in through the nose for 4 counts. And hold for 4. And out of the mouth for 6. And again, in. Hold. And out. And one more time. In through your nose. Hold. And out. And take a moment to really absorb the magic of the juniper berry. Whether you have it physically in front of you or you're using your intention. Envision the purification of the berry washing over you and the new beginnings as buds on the berry bush. And your nervous system just did something very real. Something small, something that cost you nothing, and something that genuinely, biologically shifted your state. And that's not woo, that's science. And that is the work, and you just did it. So before I let you go tonight, we have one last section of the evening, which is the support shelf. Hey! Because as much as I'm bored of turning up and showing products to people, I still need to show products to people because we are a product-based business as well as a service-based business. So instead of just me turning up to the office and being like, what we're going to show tonight, boom, here's a table full of stuff, we are planning ahead and making the products curated to the evening. Okay. So this evening's theme has been healing is not linear, right? Not linear. So we've picked some products to go with that. I will try to open up, but I just don't even know how to start, to be honest. If you just reach out for help, the things that you need can be pulled out from you, right? But you have to want to accept the help in the first place, because someone can have all the tools for you, but if you're not there, like, willing to accept the help, then there's not really anything anyone else can do. Does that make sense? So that at this point, it's kind of like you need to step out of your own way and just say, I need some help. And then we can work on that from there. Yeah? Does that make sense? It's literally like, I need help, and then step further. Baby steps, right? One thing at a time, to just the reaching out and the acceptance is the first step that needs to happen. So back to the support shelf. Ta-da! Because in this ministry, and yes, I'm absolutely calling this a ministry now, the Apothecary isn't a shop that's like bolted onto the side, right? It's part of the support. And everything on this shelf tonight, specifically for tonight's gathering, for this conversation and this theme. These are not random products, but these are things that you can use as an extra layer of support. So, firstly, we have the Mood Boost blend. So the Mood Boost is our superfood powder and is tonight's hero. Okay. Everything that we talked about, the overwhelm, the nervous system spiral, the emotional steadiness, the days where you need support getting back to yourself, this blend has your back. It has cacao, ashwagandha, maca, and guarana. And it's not fix, it's a support for each morning to give you a better mood and a better focus to really go about your day in the best way possible. It's got a beautiful, like, chocolatey taste. I personally like it as like a morning latte with a little bit of cinnamon sprinkled on top. And it's $19.99 and you get 30 servings in here. We do also have other superfood blends too, and you can order anything in the comments on the live tonight and get your 5 entries into the £50 free spend draw. It's the same as any other market night live. This is just the new format that we are doing. So if you want products that we don't have here tonight, please still order them in the comments. So moving on from the Mood Boost, we have the CBD massage oil. So some of us don't need another help book, right? They don't need another self-help book, podcast, or coach to follow online. We need 10 minutes for our nervous system to exhale, for our shoulders to drop, for our tired legs to not be tired anymore, and a freaking bath. Yeah? That's what we need. And the ritual of coming home, coming back into your body. And that is this, 100%. If people don't have this yet, I'm like, what are you doing? Why don't you have the massage oil? It is a staple product. It literally travels like everywhere with me. No matter where I go in the country, I have got, or even out the country, no matter where I am, you can guarantee that I have a bottle of CBD massage oil with me if I'm more than an hour away from home, right? So this is $24.99, but it's water dispersible, so it means that it soaks into the skin really, really well. And you only need a tiny bit, but it is pure magic in a bottle. I have a condition where my connective tissues and joints haven't formed properly, and I get a lot of pain in those areas, and this is my saving grace. that is the massage oil. The next is the ashwagandha. I love the mood boost every day. Highly recommend. 100% magical. I use in my banana smoothie. Nice. Mood boost mocha. Yes, I love a mood boost mocha. Love it. Amy had her massage oil in the hospital with her the other day. Honestly, once you've got it, like, you just can't be without it. So we also have the KSM 66 ashwagandha capsules. So for nervous systems that feel permanently switched on, if you recognize yourself in tonight's conversation, the overwhelm, the survival mode, the being everything for everyone else, then this is the one for you. It also lowers cortisol. So if you have a stressful life, cortisol is actually stored inside your body. So ashwagandha can come in and actually help to lower and release the cortisol from your body. All right. So I take ashwagandha every day, and I really notice it when I haven't. I use this. Oh wait, a bottle lasts ages. Love it for my pain and my cramps. Yes, I always use it on my cramps, and I always get my toe cramps. It goes like sideways. I always use it on that, and then my calves cramp and restless legs. It's great for too. The body oil, this massage oil. Use it every day on my shoulders. CBD massage oil under my feet and also my hands. Sleep like a baby. I bet you do. Claire, I'm hypermobile, and CBD massage oil has been amazing on my joints. Amazing. Claire's a new customer for the CBD massage oil. She's not had it that long. So to have that kind of feedback from someone that's new is great too. The next product we have on the shelf, the support shelf, is Lion's Mane. So this is for the brains that are running with 20 tabs open and a buffering wheel at the same time, just going around and around. But it's cognitive support, okay, and mental clarity, focus, and it's for humans who are doing too much and really feeling it. It's great for anything neurological, and it's also great for nerve damage as well, because it can help nerves to grow and repair. And this is $29.99, and this bottle will last you about 6 months. All right, so it's about £5 a month. And then we have juniper berry, which is the essential oil that we used earlier. So this is new beginnings, purification, release. And if tonight stirred something in you and you just want to carry that energy forwards, then this is your ritual anchor between Tuesdays. We sell juniper berry organic pure essential oil for $9.99. Okay, you get a 10 ml bottle. And then the last thing on our support shelf is the spirulina and chlorella tablets. So spirulina and chlorella is for when it's the next day after your spiral, right? After you've gone down your spiral and you realize what's happening, this is for the day after. So when you're ready to come back into your own body and rebuild, deep nourishment, yeah, cellular support for humans who are done running on empty. This is the spirulina and chlorella, and they are $12.99. Let me read this. Sorry, I had to answer a call from my daughter. I have several themes that keep coming around and around, and I thought I was failing and healing. I think especially we have not been able to let go of being constantly told I was a really bad person, pretending to be a good person as a child. So I try far too hard, to my own detriment, to be nice and liked, and that because of that I'm not deserving of good things or money, etc. It's a hard one, right, Angela, because our childhoods leave such an impression on us, and I know you would have healed that wound many times, but there's always a new layer to it. Yeah, there's always another thing to unlock. Have you tried the heart healing method yet? Now, I can do sessions of heart healing. I am a certified practitioner, and that really does get down to like the root cause and why the wound is there. Now you still do have extra layers on things that will come up over time, but the jumps are so big. Like, it's some of the deepest healing work that I've ever done personally. Lexi loved her spirulina and Cryolite tablets on the 10-day detox. Yeah, I take 2 every day as well, Angela. Okay. So if any of those products call to you tonight, then just pop them into the comments and we will get them sorted for you. Because we want you to feel supported between these days, right? And then there's one last thing. If tonight felt like something that you want every single day, the gathering, the truth bomb, the regulation, the community, the oh shit, when life goes up the wall at 2 a.m, then we do have the Sacred Shit Show membership. It's £22 a month, and it is the most held that you will ever feel. There's no pressure. You belong here either way. I do want to say thank you for tonight. And genuinely, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. This is the first gathering of something that I have been building towards my whole life without knowing it. And you were here from the beginning. I don't think that's an accident. So come back next Tuesday, bring someone who needs it, and between now and then, be gentle with yourself. You're on a spiral, not a straight line. And you are doing so much better than you think you are. So take care of yourself and take care of each other. And I will see you next week. Because Minister Hannah Strange is out. Bye.
It's finished. You've just finished.
Nice. I'm not finished on YouTube though. Hold on. End stream. End.